So I had mentioned to Mrs. Hall the other day, why did she take my YouTube name as her last name? That I could really use some new shelves to store my short boxes on so that I've got some more room in here to free up some floor space. And she said, you know, another way to solve that problem would be for you to buy less comics. And I'm thinking, is that even a thing that people do? As if to make my wife even more correct, the universe decides that that's the perfect time for this box to arrive on our front porch. This is an order from Whatnot. And my wife says, hey Nate, what's in the box? And I couldn't remember. I didn't know what I had ordered.
Who's in the box?
I don't remember.
What's in the box?
I told you I don't remember. Welcome to Hall Comics. My name is Nate and I have issues. Today's issues are all right here in this box and they came from Whatnot and I don't know what's in here. I will say that I remember why I ordered from this person. They had a set in their Buy It Now that I had been looking at a few cons and it was a good price. So I threw that in my cart and I bought it. While they were having their auction, I also bid on quite a few books because, you know, I'm already paying shipping to get the set of books that I wanted from their Buy It Now section. Why not tack on a few extras? But I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what all I got. I'm gonna make a prediction right now and say there was at least one Batman in there that I remember bidding on. Now, whether I won it or not, I guess that's a different story, isn't it? So I guess what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna tear this box open. I'm gonna pull everything out. I'll put aside the set I know that I ordered. Everything else I'll try to keep hidden and I'll give you like my genuine reaction as I look at it. We'll see if it was something that I really wanted or if it was just something that I wanted right then. So let's tear this box open and see what's in here.
What's in the box?
Very well packaged. It's a really nice Gemini mailer. Number one, you love to see something sent in a comic book mailer. Number two, I love to see that there is painter's tape holding everything together. Oh, he even made the little flags, the little tabs to make it easier to pull so that everything's gonna pop out nice and easy. And this one here says freebie and gems. I think the last books on here are the ones that I know that I ordered. Yeah, okay, so that's a set, and I'll put that aside. And now, as randomly as possible, we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna see what I got, and we'll see what I think of it. I'm doing my best not to look here. No way. So this one says freebie. This one says on the back, it says freebie and gems. And this is Defenders. New Defenders. This is late in the run. This is issue number 134. I love that I got this. I think this might be an issue that I already have. This is a pretty risque cover. I mean, get a look at Cloud and Valkyrie. Their poses, Cloud is basically nude. It'll probably be something that I pass along if it's something that I already have, or I'll trade it up because I will say this copy is in really nice shape. Next up, again, doing my best not to look. Oh my God, why did I order this? What is wrong with me? We've got Incredible Hulk, number 418. This is the wedding issue. I think I ordered this because Hulk is so ridiculously wiping a tear from his eye, like Hulk always cry at weddings. I do collect the Defenders. The Hulk is in the Defenders, and there are so many really funny moments where the Hulk is hanging around Defender's mansion doing like domestic things, eating food or drinking a cup of tea, and he's so giant and oversized. So I don't know exactly why I grabbed this other than this guy starts all of his auctions at $3. I don't even know if this is a $3 book, but nobody bid on it and I went ahead and grabbed it because I am an idiot. Next up, I don't know why I got this either. There is some key significance to this. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 26. I bought this, spoiler, this is the death of Kamala Khan. You know, I'm not a Ms. Marvel fan per se. I pick up first issues, I pick up last issues, and I'll pick up a minor key here and there. This is a minor key, and I did not, if I bought this, it's because it was $3 and nobody else was biting, and I jumped on at the end and snaked it. So there you go. Amazing Spider-Man number 26. And up next, out of the pile, thank goodness, something I did want. The Batman Gallery. This is a cover by Joe Quesada. It is, I believe it's a 90s book. We've got Batman and Tim Drake Robin on the cover. Really cool cover. I think this is just a bunch of illustrations by artists of the time doing Batman characters and rogues. So again, a $3 pickup. I was pretty excited to have it. Okay, next up, Sandman Overture number 1. I paid $3 for this, and I always pick up number 1s when they're of a decent price. I'm a little disappointed I didn't see that this was so creased up. I wouldn't have bought this if I had known that it was, if it had damage like that. I actually have this as a trade, and I don't collect individual issues of the Sandman. I collect the big oversized hardback volumes. I'm reading through that. So, like I said, I have this trade. This one is a dud. I really wouldn't have picked this up knowing that it was damaged. Have I mentioned that I pick up number 1s, even when they're not particularly books that I collect? So this, although I think it is awesome, this is Deathlock, book 1 of 4. This is a prestige format book. It is a square bound, and it has a painted cover. I really love when Marvel did these painted covers. They had a whole era where a lot of their books had painted covers. And the one on here in particular is just very cool. I love the cybernetics that they have on Deathlock, and I kind of like this progression we have where he goes from a man to his robot parts to the amalgamation that he becomes. I don't know if I'll get the rest of this series or not. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll definitely give this book a read and see where I go from there, but I mostly bought this just because it was an impulse buy. It was in first issue. Deathlock number 1. Definitely wanted this one. This is another number 1. This is Man-Bat versus Batman. This is Neil Adams art. I love it, and for $3, like I said, everything started at $3. I don't think I bid up on anything. It was just everything that I grabbed was no one else wants this and it's gonna go for $3, so I'm gonna grab it. I have the original, or my son has the original Man-Bat run, the 2-issue run. And when I saw this, it was just something that I wanted to have as well. So this is really cool. Neil Adams is such a definitive Batman artist, and his take on Man-Bat is also just very definitive to me. So I thought this was really cool. I've never read this before, but it says down here at the bottom that there are 3 chilling conflicts. So I'm kind of hoping there's 3 stories in here. This one I'm excited to have. I don't know how many issues this ran, but I will definitely be tracking down the rest of this because 1, love me some Batman, and 2, love me some Neil Adams. So Man-Bat versus Batman was a great pickup. And then this one, I told you, I remembered getting a Batman, and it wasn't that one, it was this one. This is Batman issue 327, Enter Asylum Sinister. Batman in a straitjacket, and he's surrounded by these green figures who are very gross and very scary looking. It has kind of zombie tones to it. I thought this was a great cover. I wish it was more rogues, but oh my gosh, look at this guy in particular. Like, what is he? He's so lumpy. And Batman looks really freaked out. You don't see terrified Batman very often on a cover, so this was really cool. And this was one that I was really happy to pick up for $3. So that's everything I got in this haul, except there are 12 issues that I ordered. It's a 12-issue set. This is Camelot 3000. Now, I have never read this, but it just keeps popping up in the circles of people that I do talk to comic books about. DC had this thing where they did these 12-issue maxi series, is what they called them. Crisis on Infinite Earths was one. Amethyst Princess of Jib World. They were stories that they told over the course of an entire year, and it was done in 12 issues. So this was a set of all of the issues. Now, what really sold me on it was 2 things. One, it is written by Mike Barr. Mike Barr is a great writer from the 70s and 80s. I have a lot of respect for the amount of work that he put out and the quality of work that he put out. And the second thing that really sold me on this series is Brian Boland art. So Brian Boland is an artist a lot of people probably know from 2000 AD. He came in that British invasion in the 80s. What a lot of people know him for is that he did the artwork on The Killing Joke. He did a ton of really great covers for Animal Man, Grant Morrison's run back in the 90s. This is a book I've had my eye on for a long time. I even looked at the trade, and I was able to get this set shipped to me along with all these other books. Not all combined by any means, but this particular set was cheaper to get from this vendor as individual issues, and that's what I would prefer than a trade. So I think this was a pretty good haul. I'm really happy with everything that I got. The Batman, the Man-Bat, these are gonna go into my collection. I got several number ones. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, Spider-Man, Spider-Man and Tearful Hulk may be sort of duds, but as far as it goes, the rest of it, I'm pretty happy with. You know what? I'm even happy to have this Hulk. I forgot that this cover opens up, you know, and we get the whole wedding. Good Lord. Captain America's in a suit back there. The Vision, Quicksilver, good times. Oh, the back cover's great. It's a wraparound too. You know, who invited the Skrulls to the wedding? That was kind of a quick one, and it was sort of an unboxing and sort of like a, you know, it was also sort of a mystery box since my memory is so bad and I don't remember. What did you think? At some point I need to talk about my experiences on Whatnot because they're not always great. So all things said, I'm actually pretty happy with this haul. I didn't go overboard with a lot of stupid things, though there are a couple of books in here that I probably would not have got had I been rifling through a long box at a shop. I would have seen them, I would have said, kind of interesting, but I would have left it. On Whatnot, you get that tension of the countdown of the timer, and if it gets to 0 and you don't swipe, you've missed it. And that can lead to a lot of anxiety for some people. You end up making some purchases that maybe you didn't mean to. And I think that's it. So I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Please give the video a like, consider subscribing, and leave me a message in the comments. Which book did I get that stuck out to you? What's your experience with Whatnot or any kind of online comic book buying been like? It's kind of a nerve-wracking experience, but it also really is kind of fun sometimes. So this was a good one for me. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
God! Oh, God! Oh!